So I'm here with Barbie Ponder from GlobalStar. And Barbie, first of all, thank you for making it from Louisiana. I know you
My
had
pleasure.
ice in Louisiana. It's almost like Yankees in Atlanta. It's so bad. And and first of all, just for our listening audience, who is GlobalStar?
GlobalStar is a mobile satellite services company that is based in Covington, Louisiana. We currently have in excess of 550,000 subscribers of our satellite services, voice and data, across the world, but most of them being in North America. So we provide a range of products and services that are geared not only to your traditional MSS markets like enterprise, government, timber, oil and gas, mining, maritime, but also to the consumer. We believe we are the only mobile satellite services company that focuses its product and services offerings to the mass market.
And speaking of which, you've got a spot service.
Correct.
Tell me about that. That's already in existence, and people can buy it for $150 plus.
Absolutely. Last year we came out with our third generation of the Spot device. We call it Spot Gen 3. We originally introduced Spot to the market in 2007. And it is a one-way, consumer-oriented, satellite-based communications device that allows you to basically, no matter where you are within our worldwide coverage area, press a button and send a message. You can send a message home to your family members to let them know that you're okay, or you can send a message in a dire situation, a life-threatening situation. You can send an SOS message. And we have an international emergency response center that is coordinated through a company called GEOS, and GEOS will verify that your SOS message is correct and it's not a false alarm, and will then dispatch first responders in order to rescue you.
Okay.
So this is it's a very inexpensive device. It's $150. You need a subscription, annual subscription, that with all the additional features and functions is approximately $200 a year.
Okay.
And if for whatever reason you do need to be rescued, if you did purchase the $100,000 worth of rescue coverage, then that helicopter ride out of Yellowstone National Park would be free. In a sense.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So that all sounds great, but we've got even more announcements going on, and the first one is from a policy perspective and shared spectrum. You're doing some stuff to help the emergency first responders and school systems, which I thought was fascinating. So talk about that.
Sure. So in November of 2012, we filed a petition with the Federal Communications Commission for authority to utilize our mobile satellite services spectrum to provide terrestrial services, terrestrial mobile broadband services that are in no way related to service over the satellite. And we've gained quite a bit of traction there. The FCC has proposed rules that would permit us to provide what we have called terrestrial low power service. Our mobile satellite service spectrum, a portion of it sits adjacent to the public Wi-Fi band in the 2.4 gigahertz range. And what we are able to do is utilize our satellite spectrum with some spectrum that sits adjacent in the public Wi-Fi band to create a 22 megahertz channel. Now, the spectrum that we've requested to be able to use in the ISM band, we want to use it on a non-exclusive basis. We're not going to be licensed we're not asking for exclusive licensing there or no special interference protections. We want to use that spectrum just like anyone else would be permitted to do in the public spectrum there. The band's actually called the industrial, scientific, and medical band. So where we are there is the rules, the FCC has promulgated rules, proposed rules, and there will be a formal rulemaking this year that we hope ends by the end of this year and allows us to have the authority to provide that service. One of the things that we've said we could do with that, and will do, once we have the authority, is provide 20,000 free access points that operate on this clear 22 megahertz channel for schools, hospitals, and other special interest groups. We're now in the process of thinking about and designing what that access point would look like, with the idea that we have this tremendous opportunity to build an access point specific to schools that allows those students, teachers, and school administrators to have exclusive access to that 22 megahertz for those access points that are bespoke and built for the schools. And that can serve two primary functions. First, it will ensure that they have all 22 megahertz, full bandwidth, for educational purposes. So we do believe that we offer a solution here that will help meet the president's goals in his Connect Ed initiative of 100 megabits per second into the classroom. Additionally, as we think through how that access point should be designed, it seems like that not only should we focus on the educational, but what happens in the emergency situation? What does that access point need to do when there's a serious problem at the school? And so we want that access point to have the capability of, when some school administrator or teacher presses an SOS button, that access point then locks down, and all 22 megahertz are dedicated to ensuring that first responders, police and medical, have the full benefit of that band for situational awareness. And we're starting to work and have discussions with some companies that we know very well, that we are currently in business with, in order to flesh that out and ensure that what is ultimately built is the best that it can be for the schools.
Okay, and independent of that,
independent of all of that,
we now also have the SatFi strategy that, in effect, will take our phones and enable us the chance to start working with that close to Wi-Fi channel. Let's call it a super Wi-Fi channel that you guys have, and tell us how that's going to impact us as end users and consumers.
Sure. So Carl, we started talking about what GlobalStar does on the mobile satellite spectrum with its spot service, and of course we have satellite phones and all that kind of wonderful stuff. Then we moved to our terrestrial plans with TLPS. We want to be able to use our spectrum terrestrially in areas where it's underutilized because people aren't using their satellite phones on a daily basis.
Right.
Okay. So now when we go to SatFi, we're actually moving back to the MSS sphere. Okay, so SatFi we announced yesterday. It's something that this company has been working on for a very long time, both in-house and with some partners outside, some very capable individuals. And so we are finally to a point now with the restoration of our constellation, able to come out with the first new duplex product for use over our new constellation.
Okay.
And we've called it SatFi. Now SatFi is going to permit you, the idea being that we all experience gaps in our terrestrial mobile coverage. Whether you're a rancher out west, and I spent a week over Thanksgiving in Sonora, Texas, and got to experience real time what it means to be in and out of terrestrial coverage, especially with interviews like yours going on.
Yep.
And so this device and this service offering, it's a product and a service offering, is meant to fill in those gaps in as seamless a fashion as possible for the average consumer, so that they have the ability to send and receive phone calls and send and receive SMS messages over their existing smartphone or other Wi-Fi enabled device using their existing mobile number. So we're going to be coming to market second quarter with the first iteration of that product and building from there. So we'll continue to strive to make it cheaper, smaller, more functionality, so that one day you will be placing calls and receiving calls, SMS messages, and email over your iPhone or other smartphone. And you may be going satellite, you may be going terrestrial. You won't know. You won't care. All you know is you have a connection. And GlobalStar, its satellite services, especially its duplex, its voice service, it's crystal clear. You will not be able to tell the difference of when you're speaking via satellite and when you're speaking terrestrial. In many instances, our satellite voice quality is better than your terrestrial service.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to this. So it's end of year, you think, is when we're going to start seeing these products?
Well, actually, the first product, the first Sat5 product, should be in market by second quarter this year. So we're only a couple months away.
Okay, so maybe we'll get you to bring them to Las Vegas with us, and we'll give away a few.
I would love to.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, most importantly, I forgot to ask, how can people reach you, Barbie, if they want to start working with you guys? Perhaps, Belkin's listening and they're sitting there saying, oh my God, I want to be the access point. So
I promise you, we are not hard to find. Covington, Louisiana is a very small place, but I can be, reached via the corporate website, globalstar.com. We have a TLPS landing page and links to get to investor relations, and very easy to reach.
excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.